Hey guys, welcome once again. This is Mines. I haven't posted recently because I got sick. I couldn't use my awful sickly voice, but I'm getting better now. Although my voice isn't fully back to normal yet. I want to make this video so I could show you my Leca setup and let you know how successful it was for me. So this is how Leca works, guys. Leca absorbs water directly to the roots without suffocating them. These big clay balls, they soak up water and slightly expand. They retain the water and release it for the plant's use a little at a time. That's why Leca is really popular among growers, even for houseplants, because it's less messy. It doesn't require a lot of maintenance. It doesn't decay. It doesn't decompose. You can reuse the pebbles over and over as long as you sterilize them or boil them. So yeah, that's wonderful, right? Less pests problem and less watering because you just put water at the bottom, like some people, they do it like right here. Me, it depends on the environment as well. If it gets really hot in your area, then yeah, I would put more. But the important thing is you should put your orchids or plants far away from the water reservoir, because they're gonna stay in water for a long time if they touch the water, and it's gonna cause root rot. So yeah, this is the best way to do it, and you just wait for it to for the water to evaporate entirely, and then you can put water again, and you don't have to even worry about it getting dry for a while, because there's water in there. It's gonna wake the other Leca. See, I could say that it is a success for me because I managed to bloom orchids from this setup, like this one. Although, I would say that I didn't do it properly at first, because as you can see here, I have root rot because the roots were too low, and I didn't realize it was touching the water at the bottom at first, although I didn't want to disturb it. When I found out, I really don't want to touch it, although I found some rotten roots in there, but it also has new green roots. So I'm like, I'll just leave it for now. Yeah, but I'll just wait for it. Actually, I'm not going to disturb the root that much because Phalaenopsis, they're pretty resilient and forgiving, especially if they are in this setup. I can just totally, push it further up and cut the dead root so it won't spread. And this is an epidendrum that I transferred in Leca. At first, it was in a half of this size glass jar, but the opening was pretty narrow, so I felt like they were crowded in there. So I changed the jar into this a few days ago, and now I think it's comfortable in here. Plus the roots are pretty like high. I used to put moss on top at first when I started this like a setup to add moisture, and also the main reason was because I don't have holes in these jars, because some people they poke holes in here. That way when they water, the water just gets dumped up to this level, and then the remaining will just be, you know, stay there. But I don't have a way to poke holes in my glass jars, and I've watched some videos. There are people, growers, that do their like a setup, same thing, like in jars that have no holes, and they just dump the water. I put moss, so when I dump the water, the lecas won't fall. So that's the main reason why I do that. Although I think it helped my orchids, because it keeps the moisture in there for a while. So I just remove some for fear that they're receiving too much moisture. That's why I remove some. This one has already bloomed for me. I'm gonna show you a photo of it on the screen. So this is a mini dendrobium that I have. Well, it hasn't bloomed yet, but there's a lot of growth in there, as you can see. These jars are empty jars of Nescafe instant coffee that I got at Costco. And as you can see, this is a mug beer, a ginormous mug beer that I haven't thrown away. And I'm just so happy because look, it finally bloomed, and I have a few more buds in here to look forward to. This one is doing great because the roots are thick, as you can see. And yeah, I didn't remove the moss in here because when I dump the water, I don't want the lecas to fall every time. I try to put it on the side, that way, you know, the roots won't get suffocated. Look, they are thick roots, aren't they? So yeah, Leca is pretty great, and I understand now why a lot of people use it with their houseplants as well. And actually, when I go to garden stores here in Japan, I see a lot of their displays, the indoor plants. They are in Leca, the tiny size, you know. They are all in Leca. I think they do that because they don't have to do a lot of checking with Leca. I mean, you know, less work for them, I think. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you how it works. And now that you know, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. As you know, these are inorganic medium. They don't contain any nutrients that your plant needs, so you'll need to add in the water whatever nutrients they need. So the liquid fertilizer that I add to the water every time I water my orchids, I do the same thing with my Leca setup. I soak the entire orchid with Leca. I soak it like up here and leave it for like a few minutes, 5 minutes, and then I dump the water and leave just a tiny portion, just a little bit at the bottom, and then wait for it to get wicked and dry, and then when it's time to water again, I just add normal tap water. That's it, and then they bloom like this for me. So yeah, it's not rocket science, so you get the hang of it once you started using it. So that's a wrap for now. Thank you for watching this, and although it's raining here, I hope you have a good weather or climate wherever you are. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.